Hey folks, Gene from Regular Guy Mountain Biking. I got a new mountain bike, and this one's not an April Fool's joke. This is my Santa Cruz 2018 carbon fiber Nomad, and I'm going to do a little building up tonight. And if you guys jump on the old YouTube, that'll be cool. If not, you guys can watch me build this bike up later on when you want to. All right. Alex out there. What's going on, Alex? You like it, right? Nice. Yeah. All right, man. All right. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked. I'm so stoked. I finally got this bike. Got pretty lucky. Got some very nice friends that helped me make this happen, and I'm building it up. So we're gonna do a little bit of work here tonight. So I got some of the stuff done already. Andy from 732 MTB came over to the Regular Guy Mountain Biking Studios and helped me get the Invisiframe started. It's a pain in the butt. Like, basically, if you were going to do Invisiframe and Cush Core in the same day, see, I remember you'd want to do drugs because it's not easy. But I got it on there thanks to his help, and I want to start building up the rest of the bike now. What's going on, folks? What do we got? So yeah, the fork is it's a Lynx LYRIK. Yeah, that's the fork that comes on it. It's a 170 millimeter fork. Apparently can be adjusted to 180 millimeters, but it's 170 in the front, and then it's got a RockShox Lux, Deluxe, something like that. Super Deluxe in the back. The can on this thing is huge. 170 in the back as well. Let me go over here and I want to go and get my iPad to see if I can take a look at the chats because it's kind of hard to work back and forth. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked about the frame, man. This thing is really, it's a badass bike. What I've been really so surprised about is I've been reading that apparently this bike is quite pedalable. Like, you can really pedal this thing quite well. So I'm really hoping that I can kind of get this thing to do maybe not cross country stuff, but use it for my trail riding. So I'm pretty stoked. Let me just want to get this thing up over here with the live chat so I can see what you guys are saying, because it's hard for me to read it over there. So come on, click on some buttons. Come on. Click on some buttons. Come on. All right, turn the volume off. Got some people watching. That's awesome because I got awesome subscribers. So why wouldn't there be people watching? Because you guys all rock. Great. Okay, let me take a look at some of these things over here. First of all, thanks for everyone joining over here. This is pretty important to me. I'm pretty stoked, stoked, psyched, all kinds of cool words. It's a nice bike. It's my first carbon fiber bike I've ever had. This is kind of exciting for me, MLC Adventures, what's up, buddy? No front brakes, you're on there too. I'm waiting in line. No front brakes is waiting in line at IKEA. What a great way to hang out at IKEA, I'm building a bike. You're going to be building the shelf unit or something pretty soon. Oh, man. Yeah, okay, so Gary, this is a carbon Nomad. It's the carbon S version. I didn't have enough money to go any higher than that. But honestly, I'm kind of a SRAM guy, and the other version went with Shimano, if I remember correctly, and I really don't want to go with that. So I'm pretty happy with the SRAM Gruppo on this thing. Okay, I'm not ignoring you, Nick. I'm not ignoring you. All right. I had to get over here to get this thing. Nick, we're riding. I got this bike from Mountain Creek. All right, and you got your triple play. So we're going riding together. Yeah, exactly. There we go, Nick. All right. Yeah. So you know what? Let me tell you a little bit about the bike, and then we'll do a little bit of building and what's going on over here. So first of all, most of the time you wouldn't see a Santa Cruz like this. He was able to hook me up with their ambassador program. So that's how I was able to get the bike. Obviously, I had to pay for the bike. I'm no Danny and McCaskill over here where they're going to sponsor me, but they were very kind to help me get the bike. So it's a big shout out to Santa Cruz and obviously to my buddy Jeff. I mean, without him helping. But then what we did was we also did this through my buddy Jason's bike shop, Sussex Bike Shop, which, folks, I also want to thank you. He's already had some people come to his bike shop from the videos that we recorded. Talk about a great way to help support the channel. I mean, you guys actually come to his bike shop and said, yeah, I watched your videos on Gene's channel. I wanted to stop in. That's kind of like a nice pat on the back to help me get more stuff happening. So between Santa Cruz, Jeff, and Jason, I was able to get this thing. But so I've got it. I got it in a box, like right outside over there is the driveway, and there's a big old cardboard box. So I'm actually putting it together and building it myself, which is pretty cool. I get to do it, you know, all nice and see how everything goes. Earlier today, for the folks that just jumped on, earlier today, Andy from 732 MTB was over here, and he was helping me install the Invisiframe kit. Invisiframe, not that easy to install. Okay, I'm not saying it's not worth it. It's like, haha, jokingly, it's like the Cush Core. I think Cush Core has a lot of value, pain in the ass to install. Invisiframe, a lot of value, not easy to install. The only thing I've been coming up with right now is that the matted frame, the matted style frame coating, like not gloss, maybe hides some of the imperfections a little bit more than the gloss does. But I did want to get this thing because I am going to take it to Mountain Creek and beat up on it a little bit. So I wanted to not get too hurt. So the other reason why I got this bike, I used to do a bit of downhill. Okay, not a lot, but I did get into it when it came out. And I loved it. I have to find a picture. I have one of those early, intense downhill bikes, and I love downhill. But you know, it's tough because you get a bike just for downhill, and that's all you can really do with it, right? Until these new bikes came out, that now they're kind of both. So I really got this bike specifically, not because I don't like my Remedy, but I got this bike specifically for Mountain Creek. But then the more and more I read about this thing, I keep hearing about the fact that it is quite the climber. It's quite the climber. So I'm thinking I'm going to be able to do a lot more with this. I already asked my buddy Tony over at Absolute Black to see if I can get myself an oval chain ring on this thing to make it a little easier for me to get my fat ass up the hills. This has got a 34 tooth, 34 or 32. I'm sorry, let me take a look. 32, a 32 tooth ring on it. I'll get that smaller. I can only get a 30 tooth ring, regular ring from Santa Cruz, not Shimano, SRAM. I might go 28 just to make it a little easier. Maybe 28, which with a 28 big diameter, 26 small diameter with the oval. I'm not sure, but I'll take a look at that. We'll take a look. Yeah, exactly. MLC. That's got a 32 on it. So yeah, I you know what? I'm not sure if is that a 7-inch travel neck? I don't know. I'm not too good with the conversions over here, but it's 170 millimeters. That's good. I mean, really, you take a look at this fork, it's insane. And dude, honestly, so it's pretty cool. It pedals well up until it doesn't, and that's about 100. Yeah, well, you know what? I don't pedal that well up hills anyway. What did we do so far? I got the this build, that when you buy the bike, some of the bikes, when you buy the bikes, they're tubeless ready, but they have tubes in them. This bike comes tubeless ready, and it comes with the sealant. I think it's a stand sealant I got a bottle of it down. Yeah, I think it stands. So I got the sealant in, got that done, got the fork on. I really love the inset, the inset, um, the inset bearings over headset, the inset headset. Come on, speak, Gene. I mean, it just fits in so nice. There's no pressing. You just pop them right in. So I mean, that is just so silky smooth. So that's on there, nice. Yeah, obviously I got the rear wheel on there. Probably tonight while I'm talking to you folks, I'll put the bars on. I'll get the handlebars on there, get that done, and do it up. So yeah, how many of you guys out there have a Nomad? I know MLC, right? You have one. I think I've been following you and looking at all the stuff you've been doing on on Instagram. We were talking today about it. But any of you other folks got a Nomad out there? Maybe an earlier one, or maybe one of these newer ones right now. I'm just curious because the reason why I ask, apparently the Nomad, they call us a Nomad 4. This Nomad is pretty much a new design. What they wanted to do was, if you notice where the linkage is down here, it's down lower, and it's very similar to what they have on the V10. So they wanted to try to make this a bit of a downhill bike-ish, but still give you the feel of a trail bike. So I mean, you even got like your water bottle mounts and stuff like that in there. But that was really kind of the goal, to give you the best of both worlds with this bike. And they did a whole new design with it, and I'm pretty cool. So you have okay. So Gary's got the V10. Okay, so Gary, what do you, how do you like that thing? I mean, that's like true on downhill, huh? That's pretty sick. What have we got over here? So I don't want to miss too many of these things. I'm like talking to you folks. This one, okay, MTB Plan B. This has GX Eagle. It's got a 1x12. It's got the GX, the SRAM GX Eagle on it. I like that. I've got that as an upgrade on my Remini on the other side over there, and I'm digging it. But let me tell you something. I don't have a lot of complaints with the SRAM GX, like the 11-speed. That was a pretty bulletproof drivetrain. I like the Eagle. I like that extra of the 52 in the back. I mean, the thing is it's just like a big old saucer pan. But I like it, and it's been working really well. But if you got an 11-speed, I think the that would be the SRAM NX line. That's still 11-speed, and that works pretty well. Yeah. Yeah, man, wouldn't go less than, so really, Thim, you wouldn't go less than a 32. Tell me, what are your thoughts? I mean, so let me, okay, let me tell you why. Give me some advice, some thoughts. I recorded the video, well, rather, I recorded it a while ago, but I only recently posted it with Jeff from SRAM. It was the one about how to know when your chain is shot. And in that video, he taught me how to take a look at the chain line and see the wear of your ring. And the wear pattern will tell you where your chain is spending most of its time on the rear cassette. So if this is your chain, and here's your ring, if you're always in your low gears, your chain's bent and you're rubbing, and this part of my chain ring was all worn out, the front, and the back wasn't even worn really at all, because I don't ever hit these high gears. I just don't have the strength for that. So the reason why I wanted to go with a smaller ring here was because I wanted to try to, I don't want to say not use the 52 with the big old monster here, but just try to bring my gears a little bit more center, try to get a better chain line. That was my theory anyway, but maybe I could be completely off. Let me see what you guys think over here. I would try it first before. Yeah, I mean, you're probably right, Richard. Just give it a shot the way it is. 28 tooth will be great for climbing, but the 50 on there, yeah, you won't need it. I mean, you're probably right, Nick. I think maybe what I'll do first is I'll go over to Jason at the bike shop and get a 30 instead of the 32. Go with a 30 first. I was really surprised how much difference one or two teeth make when you change these things. So I mean, two teeth, that's a big piece there. So maybe I just drop this thing down to a 30 first. I still want to try the oval. I'm going to try it either way on this or on the remedy and give it a shot. But I'll get that thing going and give it a whirl. Yeah, I would try a 30 tooth oval. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Let me see those calves. Funny guy, funny guy, man. Oh boy, haven't done one of these live streams in a while. I miss it. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun talking to you guys. You make me laugh. You bust my balls. That's pretty good. Two teeth up front makes more of a difference than two. Yeah, I would agree. Definitely. Yeah, you're right. Actually, it's a very good point you brought up. Changing the gearing up here has more of an effect than doing it back here. And yeah, two down here, that would probably make a bit of a difference. So I'm going to try to get a couple things done over here while you guys are hanging out with me, because that's pretty cool, right? And then if I do something wrong, I got witnesses. I'm just curious, how many of you folks would like to have the chance to build your own bike more like this? I mean, do you like getting the bike all pre-built, or are you the tinkerer where you go home and you make it your own way when you go home anyway? Just curious. I'm kind of digging this. I mean, I know obviously bike shops have insurance stuff and warranties and things they have to deal with. But when you buy a bike online, you're basically, when you get a bike online, you're building it anyway. So just curious. Yeah, go stock and tinker. I love building and tinkering. Yeah, I don't blame you guys. Frame build so really, a lot of you guys like to build from scratch too. Also, my Nomad is at 22, 32, 44. Huh. All right. Well, I like to, as you know from the channel, I like to kind of tinker with these things. This bike over here, the Iron Horse Sinister, was a complete rip and replace. Every single thing on that bike is brand new. Everything. I mean, even the paint job. I had this bike ripped down, powder coated. All the components are all new. That bike's pretty sick. I like that bike a lot. Oh man, yeah. So I'll be at Mountain Creek next weekend. So I don't know how long you guys are going to be able to hang out or not. But if you got to leave or whatever you're doing, next weekend I'm going to put together. If you're not part of the regular guy, well, first of all, if you're living in the New Jersey tri-state area, that's the more important part. But if you are, we got a regular guy mountain biking meetup group. Just go to meetup.com and look for regular guy mountain biking, and you'll find us. So I'm going to put together a meetup for Saturday and Sunday. I'll probably stop in Friday too, but I don't think I'll really do any riding on Friday. Just mainly just go up the lift and walk the trails a little bit and see what they did new, get some pictures and stuff like that. But Saturday and Sunday, I'll be definitely at Creek. Yeah, Nick, I'll be there. I'll be there Saturday and Sunday, just for opening day. I want to get some video for the channel. Saturday, I'll probably spend a better part of the day there. Like I'll probably get there around 9 or 10 and hang out. Like I'll be there for a while on Saturday. Sunday, I get home. I got things to do with the family and stuff like that. So I'll get there in the morning and hang out some time there. Maybe a better part of the day too, depending on how things go or how I feel after Saturday. But Saturday, I'm going to be there for a while. So hang out. Maybe we'll get a beer over at the beer hut over there. It was pretty good food last time, Nick. We had a good time. So maybe we'll go do something like that. All right, let me go get this thing out of here. All right, so this thing also comes with the SRAM Coda brakes. All right, I could probably make it on Saturday. That'd be awesome. Yeah, dude. More people that can make it, the better. I mean, you know, like I joked before, I'll probably be the guy standing in front of the jump, thinking, "Can I do that?" You know. So don't expect any kind of crazy, you know, super hucking trail lines or anything like that. But we'll have fun. We'll definitely have a good time. And they did a lot of work there, so the place is probably pretty sweet. Some of the stuff that we know will be all redone, so that's going to be pretty awesome. I think we'll have a good time. All right, let me get this thing off. Oh boy. All right, so handlebars are good to have, right? Okay, so I was saying before, this bike comes with the Coda brakes. MLC, I'm curious, did you upgrade and go for larger rotors on yours? I do plan on using this for a lot of downhill, so I might upgrade the rotors. I think those are these 180s. What do they got? Oh, what is this thing? They're probably, yeah, they're 180s. Yeah, it's almost like a standard. Yeah, it's 180. I'll probably go for the larger ones and get the adapter. Let me see. What do you got? Did you do anything with that? Yeah, it's in the works. Yeah, I'm upgrading. Oh, you're going with Hope. Okay. Gotcha. All right, cool. Gotcha. Good to know. I'm from New Jersey. Okay, you know, I should be reading a few more of these things. I'm sorry, folks. Just excited. I got a new bike. I want to build it, you know? All right. What do we got over here? Scrolling. Gene, is that 160 feet? Okay, no, I think you got it before. Yeah, it's 170. It's 170, buddy. 170 front and rear. So time on Sunday, I'll let you know that, Nick. Definitely. I will see you at MC. Cool. Okay, so we got a lot of people that are going to be there. Look, we're going to have some fun. Just so you know, I'm not against doing some of the cross country trails up there. The only reason why I don't want to do it right now is Way Beyond is still a mess. I mean, it's still a mess. And you got to figure if Way Beyond is a mess with a lot of trees that are down and that's being maintained, they don't maintain the cross country trails over at Mountain Creek. So that means they're just going to be hell right now. So they won't be getting good till later on in the season between, you know, people just kind of going out and doing their own self maintenance. So if we try to do any cross country riding or trail riding this week, we'll probably spend most of the time just picking up trees. It won't be fun, you know. Good. You got some people from New Jersey. Definitely. You know, take a look at the meetup group. Okay. I mean, look, this season's been pretty shitty so far. The weather's terrible, but it's going to get better. All right. And I'll plan some different trips and we'll have some fun together. Coda break. Yeah, Coda breaks. You got it. Coda R's. Cool, dude, I'm stoked for you. Yeah, welcome to the Santa Cruz Club. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. Any of you guys have a come on, where the hell am I gonna put this damn thing? A tall boy, Santa Cruz tall boy, because I'm thinking this is gonna be, if this thing works as well as I'm hoping it's gonna work, then I might get more use out of this. But I might go and sell the remedy and go and get a tall boy. If not this season, maybe next season. And those will be my two bikes. I'll have a Nomad and a tall boy. Because the other thing too is, I mean, okay, so for the folks that are in the New Jersey area, if you've ever been to places like Allaire, 6 Mile, stuff like that, I mean, you can't take a 170 millimeter travel bike to Allaire. Allaire is like, it's just flat. I mean, it's rolly. You don't need something like this. In fact, I'll be working my butt off for nothing. So I don't want this bike for that. This is just too aggressive for that. So I still want my trail bike. So I might go and go tall boy and go Nomad, but I'm taking a look at that. Is Santa Cruz paying you? No, I'm paying Santa Cruz. Trust me. Slap a shovel on your back. That's right, Gary. I'll do it. Where we on, it gets better. A lot of people. Oh, really? Okay. Oh. Hey, Chris, you're online. Awesome. So did you hit where we on to? Where we on to getting better? Okay, cool. Going tomorrow in the morning. All right. Well, that's cool. Well, Chris, we'll start riding in the mornings, hopefully together, maybe next week. All right. So, folks, if you haven't ridden with Chris, or Mr. Precision Dent Removal, um, pretty aggressive rider. You know, he's pretty freaking built. That guy kicks my ass solidly, and but he's a great guy to ride with. He's a really nice guy, and he's someone I want to start training with because I think if I ride with him, I'll start becoming a better rider because he's a pretty damn good rider. All right, let me get these handlebars on over here. All right, put these puppies over here. That just looks nice. All right. I'm going to need to get myself some lizard skin, right? North Shore grips. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see that giveaway I did on Instagram? Right, I gave away a set of those North Shore grips. You guys freaking seem to love these things. So I'm going to be doing another giveaway pretty soon. I got to give away some. Not got it. I want to give away some action camera, like. Adapters, some stuff like that, and then I'm going to do another lizard skin giveaway. Maybe I'll do some gloves too. Luckily, I've gotten hooked up. A buddy of mine, Mike, is a rep for a bunch of companies, including Lizard Skin over in the Connecticut area, and he's a good friend and a supporter for the channel and everything. So he's been able to hook me up with some stuff and connect to me with Lizard Skin, and Lizard Skin's got some really great products. So I'm gonna try to give some of them away. So I don't know if you guys saw that on Instagram. So follow Regular Guy Mountain Biking RGMTB on Instagram because I'm doing giveaways there. It's fun, you know. It's kind of cool giving stuff away to people. Up on that bike up there, I got some engraved ones. I'm probably going to come out with a Regular Guy Mountain Biking line of lizard skin grips, right? I'm like, that's pretty cool. I'm kind of stoked about that. So Mike's helping me with that. So big shout out to that guy. He's a pretty cool guy. And obviously Lizard Skin in general is a pretty cool company. So that's pretty awesome. All right, we got some handlebars. That's good. Handlebars are good to have. It's good to have handlebars on your bike. Let me see what's going on over here. Cool. Yeah, who needs handlebars? Yeah, right. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Nick, you said you liked those a lot, didn't you? That's cool. Oh man, this is going good. I'm having a good time with this. I'm really doing this. Like I said, I really got to do this more often. This is a good time. Good time. All right, put this over here. Hey, do me a favor, folks. While we're sitting here talking, push that like button. Slam that little thumb button over there for me. So when this thing gets recorded and pushed out, more people will know about it, which is always helpful. So let me tell you a bit about more about what's going on. Pedals. All right, I'm going to be installing these. I like the Catalyst pedals. Yeah, I really like these bigger pedals. You've probably heard me speak about them all over the place. I am a bit of a fanboy. So I got another set. These were actually provided to me from James Wilson from Pedaling Innovation. So these will be going on this bike. These are really nice. Now, what I was gonna do is this comes with a Reverb Stealth. And I'm not a big fan of their whole hydraulic button idea thing. So I am a big fan of Wolftooth and their lever. And they were cool enough to send me the conversion kit. Oh, this is the conversion kit to convert the hydraulic lever, their thing, to a Wolftooth lever and cable. So I'll either be putting that on this bike, I'll be putting this on my buddy Joe's bike because I might be getting a surprise in from a dropper post company, and I'll be getting a dropper post for this bike from them. I don't want to say anything yet because If it doesn't happen, then I kind of look like an idiot, right? So, but if it comes in, I'll be using their dropper post on this bike. So kind of cool about that. I'm pretty happy about that, you know? So, okay, what else we got over here? Yeah, wolf tooth and fox transfer post. That's, yeah, you like that one, don't you, Chris? Yeah. Oh, what is wolf tooth? Gary, what is wolf tooth? Oh my goodness. Wolf tooth makes some really good products. Um, they make a bunch of things, but one of their claims to fame right now is their dropper post lever. Okay, it's a really good lever. You can take a look at my channel and you'll see it over there. Look, I don't even have an affiliate link to Wolf Tooth. All right, so I don't want you to think I'm just trying to sell you a bag of goods. They're really good. It's a very comfortable lever, and I've switched a bunch of people over to their levers. It also makes maintenance and installing the lever and the whole cable a lot easier with the way they designed it. So it's really a really nice design. So that's what I'll be doing on this bike, or putting it on my buddy Joe's bike, because I want to do a review for you folks on what it's like to convert the whole thing over. So we'll see. We'll find out what's going on. But you know, little by little, little by little. All right, so we got some brakes over here. So I'm gonna have to do some cable routing. Put these things on here someplace nice. That's pretty cool. Santa Cruz does a nice job too with their manuals. They've got a lot of manuals on you know, how to set this stuff up, and exploded views of everything and things like that. So that's been pretty cool. Cool. I have two, which still function absolutely perfect. Looks nice. Yeah, Gary. I mean, it's a good lever. Wolf Tooth makes some good stuff. I did a review recently of their Master Link pliers. It's good stuff. I really like their stuff. It's good quality stuff. All right. So this one over here, this is for the dropper seat post right here, and the other one on the other side that comes down and comes out here. So it's really nice. Again, new carbon fiber frame, new to me. All the cable routing is all nice and easy to do. It's just a nice tube right down through it. You don't have to hunt and peck and try to find anything. So that's pretty cool. It makes life a lot easier. So we'll get that thing in there. Put the brakes on. What do we got over here? So yeah, Nick, you said that you took apart your KS Lev, right? Did you say you did that? All right. I mean that. I'll have to take a look at that and see how that works. Driller. This is my GX Eagle. This little sucker. Okay, I'll put that bad boy right over there. That looks pretty, all right? Apparently the build also comes with a pre-cut to length chain. So that's pretty cool. It makes life a little bit easier for me. Let's see what we got over here. Got my bolts. It comes with my my 2 bolts to put on my caliper. I'm not sure. I might have to cut the lines. I'm hoping I don't have to cut the brake lines. It's just another pain in the butt I have to do, but I'll have to find out. Wow, these brakes look pretty serious. Holy Christ. Look at those things. What are these? Are these dual piston? The Coda. Can you guys look that up for me? The Codas. They got multiple pistons inside that thing. That looks pretty sick, man. That's pretty serious. Well, I'll have to see how that works, because like I said, I mean, I want to basically make sure I can stop. All right, let me see over here. Nick took his KS off the slash and it's just in my garage for purpose, taking off. All right, cool. All right, let me see if I can get a couple more things put on this bike over here. go and get the front brakes put on. All right, 1 second here. Oh, got a little tool bag down there. Got my tools. And take out one of these bad boys. Okay, I'm going, if you don't see me, I'm heading down here. Oh, right. You still, oh, there's my head. That's pretty cool. Still see my head. All right. All right, that's going pretty well. All right, that's still with, okay. So, so here's how I normally set up brakes. Your caliper, what the hell is it? Here's one. Well, your caliper's got 2 bolts, and it bolts into the mount on your frame. Some of them are post mount, and some of them aren't, but these are post mount. So I put the caliper in place with the bolts loosely, like little, so it can slide. It's on there, but it's loosely, because then I can come over here and hit the brake, and that's going to center. That's going to center that caliper. Okay. And then when I get it where I want it, just kind of, mess around with it a little bit there. So you wiggle it a little bit and get it in there. I'll take a rubber band. I'll take the rubber band and I'll put it on the brake lever so it keeps the caliper in place. And now I'll go and I'll put it in there. Hey, Bugsby, thanks a lot for the super chat. That's awful nice of you. Now I can help pay for this sucker. I appreciate your videos and the time you take to help others out. I'm originally from Montclair and got into mountain biking last spring. So, okay, you're originally from Montclair. Where do you live now, buddy? Be cool if we got to ride with you or something like that, head out to Mountain Creek, Wawayanda, Montclair. Nick is in that area, so we're going to meet up and do some riding over there. That'd be pretty cool. Plainsboro, I hit Alaire all the time. Well, we're going to do some Bugsby. I mentioned this earlier. Mountain meetup.com. Just go search Regular Guy Mountain Biking. Meetup.com. Go to Regular Guy Mountain Biking. Just search it. You'll find our meetup group. We got like 170 people in this meetup group, and we'll be going down to Alaire again. Definitely this season. My cousin lives down there. We'll hit Alaire again. We're going to hit Hartshore again. We'll hit 6 Mile again. We'll go hit all those places again. It's some great riding. So, but thank you for the super chat. That's very nice of you. All right, so let's go. So yeah, Nick. Yeah, it has the whole match. What do they call it again? You had it right. It's the the matchmaker. But I don't use the matchmaker for some of the stuff because the way I like to position my shifting. I don't know if I always use it all the time because I like my brakes. I like to do index finger shifting, braking. So I usually bring my brakes in pretty far, or there's only one finger that can even get on the brake lever. Like there is no option for anything but the one finger. So I bring my brake levers in a bit. In fact, I'm supposed to do a video on that and I didn't. Damn it. Anyway, I bring the brake levers in a bit and just use one finger for my braking. So that's why I don't always use matchmaker, because then my dropper seat posts lever is too far this way. So I need to move that the other way. And same thing with my shifter pod. My shifter pod then goes with the brake and it moves it around. But that's just personal preference. You got to set the bike up the way you want, especially the controls, right? I mean, you got to make sure the bike feels the way you want it to feel, or you know, you're not a happy guy. All right, where did I put the damn Allen wrench? Where did I put the Allen wrench? Maybe it's, oh, there it is. One step closer. Now we'll get this thing all done. All right. The front brakes are in. Hey, MLC, I'll catch you later on, buddy. Thanks a lot for joining on this puppy over here with me. I appreciate it. Have you been to Lake Nakamix? I don't know where. Nick, do you know where that is? Hey, it's Panda. You sound kind of tired. Yeah, Panda. I got allergies. They're killing my. I'm asking Nick because Nick's a local, and he might have been mentioning it. I don't know this. I don't know it. Yeah, it's just driving me crazy, man. So let me go take this off over here. Gargle some salt water. Yeah, that actually worked good. You're right. Hey, folks. This actually came up with seeing that super chat, and then seeing Mr. Panda. I completely changed up my Patreon. All right, I'm finally understanding what Patreon's about. I didn't get it the first time. I'm gonna do a vlog about that later on and explain. But it's going to be a lot better now. I have a lot more interest in it because now I understand what it's really about. It's not just about, like, I always thought about it. It's like, oh, if you're just getting money from people. It's not. Yeah, that's part of it. I mean, I'm going to dance around it. Yeah, it's certainly part of it. But there's a lot more to it than that. Patreon has this new thing called lenses, where you're sending out messages to your Patreons, your subscribers there. See, with YouTube, the only way I can talk to you or interact with you folks is through another video. That's cool. I like this. I mean, the live is kind of fun, but with this lens thing, it's like an Instagram thing, but I can talk to just the people that are interested in regular guy mountain biking. And I'm really enjoying that. I mean, I'm having like a lot of fun with it. So I redid it. If you want to, support the channel, that's great. I only made 2 tiers, a $1 tier and a $5 tier. I'm not trying to milk a lot of money out of anybody. Do $1, great. You're amazing. I'm not $1 and $5. Low, simple. But I'm gonna have a lot of fun stuff coming around with it. But anyway, if you're interested, I want to check it out. And I want to give a shout out to Mr. Panda over there. He's a big supporter on Patreon. Besides just being a pretty freaking nice guy, I got to spend some time with him on a show we did together. He's a pretty cool guy, smart freaking guy. But he's a big supporter, and I appreciate everything you do, buddy. So let me go over here and get this part over here on. So, okay, I've been talking about Invisiframe, and how it's been a bit of a bear to get it going. What else do you guys use to protect your bikes with? What else do you guys use? I'm just kind of curious, because there's always more ways to do different things, right? I mean, so for the where did it go? So for my fork, I'm going to be using this lizard skin fork protector. This is what's going to go on the fork. Okay. My buddy Tony from MTB Droppin', he's got a bike hack where he taught me about this rubber tape stuff that I put on there. You can check out Tony's channel. And he told me about this rubber tape that I use, and that stuff's pretty cool. So Tony the Tiger's got Invisiframe. Tony, let me ask you something. Oh, and a tall boy. I like tall boys. I'm looking at getting, okay, we talked about that. Okay. So I have Invisiframe, 3-hour install with a broken collarbone. Could have done it in 2:45. Invisiframe's a bitch to install. So I'm curious, Tony, or actually, Justin as well. The finish on your bike, is it shiny or is it matted? I'm just curious. Just got lizard skins. Works great. Okay, good. Justin, thanks. Thanks, man. Those were given to me from my buddy Mike. I was telling you guys earlier about my buddy Mike, who's a rep, and he's a very, very, very generous guy, and hooked me up with some good stuff, including those. So that's been pretty cool. Have them on the bike. But I'm curious, what the hell's going on here? Come on, damn thing. Why are you guys all over here? Come back. Can't even use a freaking iPad. I got chunks of raw aluminum. Okay, so Justin, mine is matte, and I did the matte Invisiframe. So did Tony from MTB Drop-In. Okay, see, that's the thing. From what I've been reading, the matte finish looks a little bit better than the matte. I don't have an option. Finish Invisiframe. The matte. So when you guys installed yours, you kind of put the sticker on, you're squeegeeing out the water, right? This stuff, it was sliding all over the place, dude. It was just like sliding. And I know you could put a little less soap in the water to kind of make it adhere faster. But Andy from 732 MTB was over here helping me, and this guy's done like 4 bikes. So this is actually his. These are all his little bottles of secret formula, and it slid a lot. Yeah, the matte finish different. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. I should have went matte. Yeah, okay. Well, that's good to know. Use one. Okay, so you just use a drop of baby shampoo. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll probably do this again on another bike, but the next bike might be matte, and we'll go with that. We got a question over here. Dirt jumper. Yeah, dirt jumper hanging in the back. Yeah, Brett. Yep. So if you want to learn more about that sexy little bike over there, I did a whole series on how to build a mountain bike, and that was the bike I built up. I had the whole thing stripped down to nothing, and built the whole thing up. I had it ripped down, powder coated, everything on that's brand new. In fact, that was also a big supporter of that bike was Worldwide Cyclery. They helped me get that thing together. So big shout out to Worldwide Cyclery. Worldwide Cyclery is doing really good now. I remember when they were just kind of starting and getting going, and now they're really doing good, which is great for them. They're very nice guys. The guys at Worldwide Cyclery are so nice and so helpful, and they're really doing good now, which is great. It's good to see other companies doing good. All right, let's get this thing on over here. Oh, come on. All right. All right, leave that a little loose so I can kind of monkey around with it. So we got a bunch of people that just kind of joined in. Folks, this is my 2018 Santa Cruz Nomad. This is my new bike. I'm pretty stoked about it. I'm building it up now, getting it all set up. I'll be taking this to Mountain Creek next weekend. If any of you guys are local, hit me up at Mountain Creek. Got a bunch of people going there already. I'll probably take this to Wawayanda. Chris, maybe you want to go riding with me over there. I'll take this thing to Wawayanda and give it a shot. I mean, the last thing I want to do is the first day I'm going to take it someplace, take it to Wawayanda down a freaking downhill course, and let's make sure everything works right, Mixed baby shoe, yeah. That thing has 20 entries. No, what does this bike, Panda? You talking about the dirt jumper? The Panda bike. This bike Panda, those are 26s. You can 10-foot drop on that. Yeah, well, who knows? Well, Gary, yeah, technically you can on this bike. I just don't know if I can. We'll see. The new Nomad looks like a 26. What are you talking about? It looks like a 26er. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Huge. Huge in the wrong places here, guys. All right, so we got our front brakes on. That's good. They're good to have. And they're braking. All right, and these bad boys are going to come around like so. All right, and this is got to come like that. All right. Now, from what I read online, I've got to take this out and move the triangle up so I can get this through. But I'll go check that real quick and make sure I dig my 150 millimeter part. Yeah, sure. You need to try out a 20 mil. Yeah. All right. I'm actually looking at 170 for park bike season. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's actually, you bring up a good point, my friend, Mr. No Front Brakes. I was looking at more of a downhill bike. They're like 200. They even have 200 plus travel, millimeters of travel in the front. And they're just massive bikes. But then I would really have a bike that was only just for downhill, and I didn't really want to invest that much money in a bike that would only really be for one type of riding. This has given me the option to do multiple things. So that was why I went with this approach. All right, so they want me to go and let me go and do that real quick. All right, give me a second here, folks. Hang in there with me. Yeah, exactly, man. Okay. There we go. All right, we'll get this out. Nice and gentle with this. Let that go like that. All right. Got one of these puppies over here. Run that front brake hold inboard to lower leg. Run that front. Well, but Nick, it's got the thing over here. It's got the, Nick, right? I mean, it's got the little thingy right here, and it goes nice and it looks so pretty. All right, here we go. Let me see how I got to do this part over here. All right, now, let me get back over here. Let's see how we get this thing through. I'm hoping I don't have to take the brakes apart. Let me get that back. I'll put this one in. All right, let's see about this here. Let's see what I got to do to make this happen. Let me go check real quick. Let me go check on this. While I'm checking on this, the Nomad is good for nothing. Nomad. Did you guys hear about the new tire whiz? You know, I've been working a little bit with the shock whiz. So there's a tire whiz out now. That's pretty cool, right? So it's a little device that you mount on the stems of your tires, your valves, and you can monitor your tire pressure. But what's cool about them is they work with your bike computers. So you don't have to always use your phone. It'll actually work with your bike computer and tell you what's going on with the pressure in your tires. I mean, everything's getting all kind of computer kind of cool looking. All right, downloads. So I downloaded the cable routing. All right, let's take a look at this. That's the front brake. All right, where's the rear? Okay, rear brake. Oh, they want me to, but you can't just take that out like that. It's different. Okay, so what they want you to do is they want you to yeah, now I see you later, no front brakes. Thanks again for joining us. They want us to take this off and go with this side and take that in. So maybe we'll go and do it that way because that would be easier to feed through. Does make sense. Yeah. Bugsy, about the Garmin. So yeah, it's Ant Plus. That little thing is Ant Plus, and it will work with the Garmin and work with the Wahoo. So I'm doing work with Wahoo. Got some Wahoo stuff. Wahoo water bottles. Doing Wahoo stuff. So I'll get this thing tired in with that and get it going. That's crazy. Are they tireless? No, no, Nick. It's well, okay. It's $200. For $200, Nick, you get the tire whiz, and you get two of them. So you get one for the two tires, which is nice. That's at least kind of cool, right? All right, I'm gonna take this whole thing apart over here. Hold on. See where that screwdriver is. Give me a second, folks. I'll be right back. Oh, excuse me. Huh. I gotta find that my Torx screwdriver. Here it is. All right. Ta-da. So let's get this thing going over here. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Cool. All right. Let me give this another try. So I gotta go and take this whole dang thing apart now. Get the cables through. Put my shifter pod down here. Here's my guy right here. All right, this should make it a little bit easier. Not a lot of room in here. That's got to go in there like that to make it nice. Ooh, there we go. There we go, baby. Nice. Okay. That's the way it's supposed to be. Now I can put this like that right over here like that. Okay, we did it. Actually, really wasn't that bad. All right, put that like that. That's going to come out really nice. All right, this goes back over here. Put this thing back in here. There we go. Want to get in there. All right, cool. So we got that in there. That's looking good. All right. Oh, man. So we got that in there. That worked out pretty good. Let me go and mount this in the back. And then I'll go get some tie wraps. Zip ties, call them what you want. All right, get this in there like that. Put the wrong one in. God darn it. That's tough. Man, I was hoping I would have liked to have gotten to. I always had the right on the right. Yeah, yeah, that's a good point. Any of you guys ride motorcycle like motocross style with the brakes the other way around? I couldn't do that. That would just mess me up. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to do that way. No way. Seems like there's some pretty cool stuff going on right now in Sea Otter. I think next year I'll definitely be at Sea Otter. I really want to get there. That'll be a lot of fun. Okay. Find that rubber band. Yeah, I could be a little more organized. There it is. Okay, that's good. I'll tighten this thing up. All right. Cool. All right, guys, we got the rear brakes on now. going pretty well. Tie wrap those right there. That'll be pretty nice. Cool, cool, cool. You have to drop. Change your gears. All right, what's going on here? Nice. All right, guys. Well, look, I'll tell you what. I'm going to finish up a little bit more of this tonight. I'm feeling kind of beat. My throat's kind of killing me. So I'm going to call it a night, right? Close down the stream. Thanks a lot. You'll see this thing done pretty soon. I mean, I'll probably mess around with a little bit more tonight. But my throat's starting to hurt, and I'm going to call it a night. But hopefully I'll see you guys maybe next weekend at Mountain Creek. That'd be pretty cool. This is the Nomad. I'll do a real bike video thing on this pretty soon. But in the meantime, keep the party on the pedals, my friends. Thanks a lot for tuning in on this live stream. And yeah, I'll catch you guys later on. All right. You have a good night. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.